Hello, this is Diecast Luna. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Matchbox Mondays, episode 28 of Vintage Matchbox Mondays. And this is going to be a late episode as I had a really hectic day yesterday. So probably by the time everybody's watching this, it will be a Tuesday. Hence, for in the title, it says late episode. But anyway, with that, I have got a couple of cool pieces to look at. They are from the Matchbox models, the yesteryear range, which we're going to do a little bit of. We're not only going to look at some of the pieces that I picked up, we're going to talk about why, in my opinion, they're just not very popular. But anyway, we will get straight into it. So basically, when I was out and about picking up me couple of models for this week's episode, I'd noticed there was some Matchbox models of the yesteryear sat there. He's got about 10 or 11 pieces, and no one was buying them. And he said to me before that it's a shame no one buys them as they're very well made models. And so I did pick a couple out and picked them up, and you'll see why I picked them up. So the first one is, so it just says Y21 Matchbox 1930 Ford Ford A. So basically it's a Ford Model A, I presume. But you said it, £2, which is not cheap. Not cheap. It's not expensive. Sorry, £2 is not expensive. He's dropped the price on these a few times, and nobody is biting. But I didn't mind picking it up because not only was it cheap to buy, but it is a Model A or Ford A van, and I do like my Model A's, and I do like 4 Model T's and the 32 Ford. So this is something I would have in my collection. So we'll get straight into it. So as you can see, it does say for ages 8 and over, models of yesteryear, Y21 Matchbox 1930 Ford A, and these were about 1978 these came out. I'm not sure how long they continued on for. I'm not going to go. I will have a quick look at the box very quickly. So it's just some information on the actual car. So there you go, Model A, Ford, la 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 la. So it's the replacement for the famous Model T. It just says some stuff about it. Quite interesting stuff. 4-cylinder engine and all that good stuff. But it is in the scale of 140. So anyway, we'll get into it. I'll try to get into it. Just bear with me. And let's get the camera down, and there it is. So it is a nice piece. Nice burnt orange front end to it. It is a metal front end and a metal base, and all this upper is plastic. It's got a little bit of paint loss there. That's nothing. Rubber, well, they're a hard, actually they're quite a flexy rubber tire actually, with a white, sort of a white line. I wouldn't call them white walls, it's more of a white line tire. A&J box, general stores. And if you look at the back, you can see some extra seats. So I think this would have been something that would have picked people up and took them to the store. I think. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, my young son was shouting me. But yeah, I think this was something that would have took you to the stores. A bit like a bus, I think, possibly, back in the day. But anyway, it's a cool piece. And I think the reason these models never caught on, or at least aren't popular like that, is because I think it was the sort of age they were going for. You know, the models of yesteryear only really appealed, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, to the older person. And like I said, I've got some of these in my collection that I bought from somebody that was an older person, and I got them for such a good price that I couldn't pass them up. But it's these basically were targeted at the older person, in my opinion, a sort of particular age. So you didn't get all the younger generations going after them. I think if they'd have made them say, like, you know, they could have probably still called them models of yesteryear, but if they had it going from, say, like, you know, the 1920s up to say the 1960s, even 70s, and did a more of a range, you know, did some muscle cars and other stuff, I think they could have been more popular, because obviously they are on a larger scale and they are, you know, pretty robust. So children over 3, you know, could be safe enough to play with them. But because even though they're well built model, they are quite a basic model. You know, you've got no like lens headlights or anything like that. So they just seem to fall through the gap, in my opinion. Most people don't want to collect them. Like I said, it's usually the older person or somebody that's into the 30s period or what have you, and earlier periods, that are going to collect these. So, and like I said, you see these at car boot sales not selling, you know, and people can't give them away, which is an unfortunate thing, because like I said, I do have a few more in my collection, and they are very nicely made models of what they are trying to portray. But anyway, that is the Ford Model A van. And the second piece I picked up, so I can put the camera up a little bit, is this awesome Matchbox 1937 Chord A12. And again, same box, same thing, will have some information about it there underneath, and it will say the scale that it's in. So there you go, top speed. So pretty cool. And I don't have any Chords in my collection as of yet, and I do like the cars. I've seen these on Jay Leno's episodes that he does on his YouTube channel. He's got an awesome looking, trying to think of the colour. I think it's a, I'm not sure, I think it's dark brown. I can't remember now what colour it is, but it's a hard top version, and it's very cool. This is obviously a soft top, excuse me, version. And I know some of these were supercharged and some of these weren't supercharged, but so there you go, red with the white walls, and again rubber tyres, got the little white soft top there with a white interior, a little bit of dust on it. Very heavy straight away, very heavy, as it looks like it's a well, yeah, metal base. You've got the metal body as well there. Excuse me, got a bit of tickle in my throat. And then it looks like this piece here is another piece, separate piece, that's been riveted together, but it's a really substantially, I don't know if I can, it is really solid. This is quite a weighty piece, so it is good. 2 seconds, sorry about that. I had to go and get a drink. I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat. So where would we to? But yeah, it's a nice piece. I do like these cars, and these were great back in the day. Quite a quality car. There you go, models of yesteryear, and it's got the number of it, 37 Chord Model A, Model 812, supercharged, I think that says. And you've got this, just look at the wheels. I have to excuse me, it sounds like it's a chainsaw somewhere near my house, if you can hear a chainsaw going. Everything's going on today. But yeah, it is a cool piece, and like I said, it is a shame that these didn't catch on, and they've ended up becoming pretty much worthless, which, you know, doesn't matter to me, because I don't do this for monetary gain. I don't suppose most of us do collect for monetary gain, but you do get some people that do collect for monetary purposes and to make a profit. And like I said, I'm not knocking these models. I like them. I just think it's a shame that they're not very popular to collect. And I'm basically showing you that there are some that are worth collecting. But anyway, that's enough about that. I may, in the future, I may show some of the other pieces I've got from models of the yesteryear. I've got some quite cool Mercedes-Benz, and I've got some Rolls-Royces, and some Renaults and some other stuff, which if you're into the 30s period, you will like it. But again, I'll do that at a later date. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more vintage unboxings, wheel swaps, customs, and all that good stuff to come. I will be doing some of the challenge videos that are out there at the moment. I'll probably try and do another upload later at some point today. But anyway, let's get the other car into shot. And that is the end of the video. But anyway, with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.